Hey guys, what's up? It's iFlynn here, and welcome to the second episode of my Sunday mailbox series. So after the last episode, we got a lot more people sending in questions about Warframe and just other things in general, which is awesome. So if you guys don't already know, if you want your question answered on the series, just find the cheapest thing that you can find in the market on Warframe, and then send it my way. My IGN is I Flynn, and this is a PC only thing because I can't just go on my console and get footage from there and then put it all together in such a short space of time, because I have very limited time on a Sunday to sort of make these videos. So I apologize about that, but at the same time, I think it's just more manageable being on PC because it's just easier to sort of, communicate and show you guys what I'm talking about if you do ask a question about something in the game, which I can show you. But yeah, so if you want your question answered on PC, send a 5 platinum gift like an alloy plate or something to the IGN I Flynn, and we'll get your question answered every Sunday. Pretty awesome. Even if it's a repeat, because there was a repeat in this video. So yeah, so let's just go ahead and open up the inbox and stuff. I just woke up, guys. That's another thing to point out. So Neal Double0 says, "Hey Flynn, I've been playing this game for a while now and feeling myself constantly hitting a wall of boredom in Warframe. I don't want to quit the game because it's one of my favorite games and it would be sad giving it up. Any advice on mixing it up?" This is the thing that every single person that plays this game actually struggles with, and if you take a look at yesterday's Steam charts, you'd actually see that a lot of people came back to the game yesterday and actually hit its peak in amount of players playing at any given time yesterday, which is a record for the game. I think it was like something like 646,000, something along those lines, on the Steam charts, and that's just because a new update came out. So every single person who plays this game has this problem. And really, what I would do is just play a different game. I've been playing Rainbow Six Siege, I've been playing Smite, just sort of learning those games, because I know a lot about Warframe. I've been playing this game for the past 3.5 years, since the console release, really. So I know a lot about the game, and I can just come into the game and get whatever it is that I want when I want it, especially if it's a new thing, because I have the currency. I have 13,000 platinum, I have my sponsorship with Digital Extremes. They just basically send me things over. I probably have it worse off than the people who don't have those things in terms of, very little to do, because I basically get everything handed to me. Really all I have to do in terms of things whenever update comes out is the quest, to just play it for the sake of playing it, to experience that quest for what it is, instead of going to get the reward at the very end. So it's kind of weird, because yeah, I like the game, but the game lacks in that area where it doesn't give you things to do per se. It gives you things to get, but it doesn't give you something to do with those things that you've gotten, which is something the game has struggled with and will struggle with from this point onwards since the relic system update, because I feel like it made getting prime parts a lot easier. So really, that's what I would just say. Just play different games and play Warframe in increments. Come back whenever the update comes out. You're not giving the game up. You're just playing it whenever there's something new to do. So really just try to get a group of friends together and try new games. That's what I've done. I've been in my Discord a decent bit over the past year, and we've just been playing Smite since Warframe got a little stale for me. I learned how to play Smite. I'm now getting a lot more in the Smite. At the end of this year, I've been getting a lot more in the Rainbow Six Siege, playing how to play that there. Things like that there, So it's not necessarily giving the game up, it's just playing it in little increments, which makes it enjoyable. So don't stay up to date with every single thing. And another fun fact is I stopped watching the dev streams for this game, because I felt like every time they showed something in the dev stream, it made me a little bit more excited, only to sort of come into the game and find out that the thing that I was excited about wasn't like implemented, or it was implemented in a poor way, something that was different from the original intention. So I stopped watching dev streams, and I know I just enjoy the game a lot more for that now. So I guess it is all about enjoyment. So yeah, it's hitting a lot of boredom. Warfare. Don't want to quit the game because it's one of my favorite games. Besides giving it up, yeah, you're not really giving it up. You're just playing it in more increments. So yeah, you will get bored. You'll get bored with pretty much everything. So that's really all I can say about that, I guess. So up the gift. I like play. Awesome. I have a lot of this die. Are you gonna play some more games on Warframe in the future? I actually do have iFlynn Smite channel and an iFlynn Plays channel, which I'm planning on uploading to. trying to ask me what type of content I want to upload there is different, because I do play a lot of games. It's just going to be games that keep my attention for a lot longer. I'm able to jump on and jump off of Warframe anytime I like and sort of enjoy it, because you know it's a pretty cool game in that sense. But it's finding a game which keeps my attention for that long right now. Like I said in the previous question, I play Smite and Rainbow Six Siege a lot. So it would probably be those two games. I did like Mass Effect for a short while, but I feel like for, you know, the amount of stuff that there is to do in that game, I've done everything that's in it. So, you know, I've started playing that a lot less now. So there's that. But it's just finding a game that has the depth, really, to upload to the channel, which I can talk about, you know, all the different mechanics within that game in the video while I'm talking about it, instead of just, you know, going pure gameplay. Even though I'm good at Smite and I'm good at Rainbow Six Siege, and the gameplay moments get intense, I feel like my videos are sort of centered towards me giving people information which they may or may not already know about the game that they're watching, which kind of makes my video appealing. They're more informative than they are enjoyable to watch. I really need to turn Lotus off. Talks over me a lot. So yeah, it might not be in this channel, but it will be on my other channels, because I wanted to keep this sort of my Warframe centric channel. Mixing games like Rainbow Six Siege and Smite on this channel just doesn't really make sense, because they are different games. However, what I will say is I'm very excited for Destiny 2 up and coming in the future, because I'm pretty sure it's already confirmed that it is coming to PC. So if that does come out and it is for PC, that will definitely be being posted on this channel, because I feel like Destiny and Warframe are close competitors with one another, and it's just finding the one which is, I guess, more appealing to myself personally, because I've been always wanted to sort of get away from Warframe on the channel. Because, yeah, Warframe's awesome, everything, but in terms of creating content for it, there's not a lot that you can do, apart from maybe guides, or something really fun and gimmicky every once in a while, which, you know, may or may not be successful, so it's kind of a risk in that regard, trying to post that. So, yeah, Destiny 2 would be the most likely candidate to be posted in this channel, and then the other two channels, obviously, iFlynn Smite is where I'm going to be posting Smite. It's going to be beginner guides in Smite, and then iFlynn Plays will be playthroughs of things like single player games like Ghost Recon Wildlands. I still have that installed. Mass Effect Andromeda, still have that installed, and maybe even some Rainbow Six Siege gameplay, so that should be that. Go ahead and accept it. Alloy plate decoration. Sweet. Okay, nothing 1000. Where are your Glyph Codes DE, please? This is annoying me, because every single other content creator seems to be getting glyphs, and I think Drew's just neglecting me. Like, on a real, I think he just isn't sending me codes for whatever reason. Like, I'm at the very back of his mind. Like, he just doesn't know, you know, who I am or whatever. Like, you know, I think ever since the first batch of glyphs, I have never gotten a single glyph code out of those 200. So if you are a person who has one of my glyphs, awesome. You know, it's only on PC, and there's 200 people on PC who have my glyph, so it is by far the most exclusive glyph. So if you have it, you're very special. Not in the bad way. So, yeah, I don't know where they are, to be completely honest. Just tweet at DE saying, give iFlynn glyph codes. Because for some reason, even though I ask him, every single time I ask him, he just says, I'm working on it. And it's really frustrating, and it's really annoying. Yeah, that's just me expressing my honest opinion about that. So, I'm sorry, nothing. 1000. No, wait. I almost called you nothing 1000 there. 100,000. Ziggy. Hi, I would like to know how to get ready for sorties, as I've never completed one as of yet. Thanks, Zion. So, getting ready for sorties is kind of subjective, because getting ready for sorties means your understanding of the game. You just have to understand what frames and what elemental combos would be good at any given time, and whatever the mission might be. So, a lot of the, I guess, players who play this game on an awful lot, they wouldn't bother if it was a defense or a survival sortie, and they'd only do the sortie if it was something like a spy, or a rescue, or maybe even an assassination, you know? So we have Alabi talking over us right now. So, if we take a look at the sorties today, you know, we have the conditions and stuff, and I tend to ignore these, unless it's something like, you know, enhanced armor or something. I don't really care for the enhancer, or the modifier, the conditions, which, you know, means that I just simply ignore them. Like, they don't matter to me. I look at the enemy type and I look at the actual mission itself. What mission is it? Is it a mobile defense? Is it a rescue? And then I just mod out for that, right? So if it's a mobile defense, I'll go with my Bobbin or my Nova or my Loki, just something which is really high in crowd control and really good at defending, maybe even Frost, and just go with that there. I just treat these as other missions that's at higher level, and even if you do treat them as, you know, other missions that are higher level, your weapons are still going to deal a decent amount of damage, implying you have a correct build, right? We have the Tonkhorn nerf, which came, you know, just yesterday or 2 days ago even. So it's all about understanding. So just get the right elemental combos, really, in terms of your damage, and then in terms of just like surviving in the mission, bring a frame which is good at that specific mission type, right? So realistically, you shouldn't really be killing unless you need to kill in a sortie. So if it's a mobile defense, just crowd control everything. Bring in Robin, bring in Vault, bring in Lucky Prime, anything like that there, which has a lot of crowd control. If it's rescue, just bring Loki, bring Ivara, bring Ash, stealth your way for it. If it's defense, bring obviously Frost, bring Nova, bring Loki, bring Bobbin. Maybe even a Saren to kill them a lot faster. If it's survival, just bring a stealth frame, bring something like Excalibur, bring a Naros, you know. Just survive, really. That's all it's about. Just play the frames to their strengths. And then in terms of elements, I think I have a video covering the damage system, which you can go ahead and watch, and it explains all the damage. Maybe it's a little outdated, and maybe I need to go back and sort of take another look at it again. But let's take a look at my Soma, really, because the Soma is probably one of the best examples, because we are, I like to say, in a crit meta for Warframe. So crit weapons are the best weapons to go for in terms of high level missions, unless you have a weapon like the Tigris Prime, which can get 100% status and is a shotgun, or the Uma with that really cool stance, which, you know, you play status, you get the slash procs and all that cool stuff, which is pretty insane. But usually you want to go for crit. So just because it's easy to mod for it, it's easy to understand, and it sort of introduces you to modding if you are a newer player. So you want to have on your free main damage mods, so Suration, Heavy Caliber, and Split Chamber, Battle Sense and Point Strike for your crit, and then you want to throw on your elements, so Infecticlip and Stormbringer for your corrosive, or whatever that element may be that you need to run. So if we go ahead and we head up to the codex, you can see all the different elemental combos that are in the game. Or of course you can look up an external source like something on the wiki. So if I look for the damage tab, here we go, and then we head over to the 4th and 5th page. So the 4th page shows how damage is sort of calculated, or how much more an element is going to do versus a particular enemy if you scan it in game. And it basically explains damage bonus from electricity is plus 75% because it has 3 pluses beside this little electric icon right here. And then the resistance to puncture, so it has 2 minuses beside the little puncture stat. And then if we head over, this shows all the different elemental combos. So they get blast, it's fire and ice; radiation, it's fire and electric; gas, it's fire and toxin; magnet, it's ice and electric; viral, ice and toxin; corrosive, electric and toxin. So it's just about getting the right elemental combo. It's about bringing the right frame, the right weapon for the job. If there's a lot of nullifiers, you want to bring something which is high in fire rate, even though that might have changed because they are getting those weak points introduced. So there's that to take in mind. So yeah, personally my go-to is by Soma, my Dread right here with this build. Take a look at it. And then there is obviously the melee. I like rocking the Vacorn Marlock right here. Whatever weapon do I have? Oh, I should show you the build. Here we go. This is the build right there. You just swap out the elements, and then we head on for what else do we got? We should have the Astilettos. Type that in. Do the build for that there. Even though I do have a video on the build for the Astilettos as well, which goes a little bit more in depth. So this is the build for that. Again, just swap out the elements. And then for melee, you can go with something like the Orphos Prime. just for class, faster room clear. Orpheus Prime is probably one of my favorite weapons in the game because it's an awesome quick melee, and this is the build that I run on that. So yeah, that's that there pretty much. And yeah, okay, that's staying on my back. I don't want that to happen. That really bad, man. There we go. Moving on, we have our inbox. I just claim this message. There we go. Form a bundle. Awesome. I needed those. Thank you. Thank you very much. I have to scroll down again. I hate this tab because I can't just scroll up and down this. I actually have to click this and sort of move my arm up. This is the same question, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Nothing. Yeah, I already said, you know, I'm pretty annoyed at Drew. Just to make that clear, I'm annoyed right now. Nothing. I got your first message, bro. I need to send you platinum. I'm guessing that it glitched and you didn't get to send me, so I'll send you the platinum back for that, man. iFlynn, I was lucky enough to win a Vault Prime set a couple of weeks ago. Do you think that he'll become more valuable later on, and if so, how much? I don't know if I should just build him now or sell him later on. Vault Prime's still in the game? I can't remember. Is he game, or has he been vaulted? That is a good question. I think he's next to be vaulted. If he's the next to be vaulted, then what I would do is I'd hold on to him, and then his parts. What's that? His parts? Wow. His parts will become more valuable. So definitely hold on to him. But if you haven't built him, I would just go ahead and build him. Like, he's an awesome fun frame to play around with. And he looks really cool. So, you know, he looks like he's an absolute badass. He's probably one of my favorite frames. If I was just playing through the game casually, you know, if I wasn't like taking this game super seriously and using the best frame for every possible mission, I'd probably play Vault a lot more because he's super fast and he just kind of defines what a ninja's meant to be in that regard. So he's got a very awesome kit. Like, he's a very great frame, but people just take him for granted a lot. Because let's just jump into a mission with him, right? We take a look at his abilities, sorry. His first one, it's a single target and that can chain the other enemies. Pretty cool. Deals a decent amount of damage. His 2 speed ups his reload speed and his movement speed and his melee speed. Pretty cool. His 3, I don't use this as much, but you can shoot through it for a crit multiplier. Deal more damage that way. Pretty lit. And you can pick it up and basically absorb rockets with it, but you have to bring out your secondary. And I believe you have like a movement speed penalty with it. And then its 4th, you know, this here is kind of the bread and butter, even though mine's is not modded for correctly at this point. I think this is like a speed build that I have on, not too sure. But if you press 4 up near enemies and it has a lot of power strength, it stuns them for a very long time. This is basically Mirage's Blind, except it's got a cap on it, you know. So, and they eventually die after like level 30 enemies. So, well, it's a pretty awesome frame. I definitely wouldn't take him for granted at all. I would just go ahead and build the Vault Prime if you don't have him. Definitely go build him. But if you're really desperate for the plat, just go ahead and, you know, farm corrupted mods or something, man. Corrupted mods are you get unlimited source offs, unlimited supply offs, so you don't have to actually worry about giving them away. And they're just easy to get, you know. You just have to go into the corrupted vault and play that a lot and hope to get like heavy caliber or narrow minded, because every single new player who comes in this game is going to need those, right? So just go ahead and do that there. And if you're having trouble doing that there, go for the dual stat mods from spy missions. Just use those and sell those for platinum instead of selling your awesome frames, your awesome prime sets. What I would do really is wait until you have a full set off a Warframe that you already own and then try to sell it for a prime set. Instead of just selling the first ever set that you get. So yeah, that's pretty much that. I just go ahead and get Vault Prime. It's pretty awesome, pretty cool, and I really like him a lot. Whoops. Ender Beam. Let's see that one. Oh, there we go. Almost missed that. I'll go with this top one first. Hold on. There we go. Wait. I got 2 messages at the same time. Hey, Flynn, sorry to bother you, but you could give me some tips and Darren build. Thanks and keep up the good work. You want to go with range Duration. Thank you for the argon crystal decoration. Hold on. I'll talk about. I'll get that build up in a sec. 1 sec. How good? How are you? Sweet. Let's go for Enderbeam. I almost missed your message. Can you tell me what would be the best burst of farming, or maybe how do you level up an Archaean? I still don't understand. By the way, I hope you like the decoration. Sweet. So, burst of farming, I just go to a high-level corpus mission, such as Heracon on Pluto. Because that way, you're getting bursts, you're getting relics, you're getting endo. Pretty efficient farm. Just stay there for a long time. Kill bursts there. It's pretty cool. You can do an interception as well if you so choose, but I just stick with Hyricon and just passively farm them there. Don't necessarily go out and try to farm bursts because it's just going to get annoying. Burst's pretty strong enemy, so you know you don't want to find a bursa in a high level mission and then get instantly murdered by it and say, okay, well that's the only bursts I found. Now I'm all out of revives, you know, and be upset about it. So just play Hyricon and farm them passively. Don't necessarily just go out and farm bursts because it's just going to get really annoying. As for the other part of your question, how to level up Archaeans. Now, Archaeans is something that I never really invested too much into because I never felt the need to. But basically, level up Archaeans, you need a certain amount of that said Archaean. So let's say you have your first Archaean, which is Archaean Strike or something, which increases your melee speed whenever you take damage. You get that, and then you basically keep on getting more Archaeans, and you're able to sort of merge them and put them onto a cosmetic, such as the helmet or a Sayandana, and then you're able to use it that way, which is pretty cool, right? So you just get a lot. That's all you really need to do. I'm not too sure of specific numbers, but having fun with that Volt Prime. How does he know I'm playing Volt Prime? Oh, because he looked at my profile. Okay, nice try, Cancer. Wow, okay. Great name. Terrible. Okay. Right. Kinda made the video awkward. That's a shit name. Probably change that. Pretty sure he's a Quite Shy logo too. Profile. Okay, I can't see it. But he's in my clan. Awesome. But yeah. In terms of leveling up your Archaeans, you have to get a specific number of Archaeans and you just kind of meld them together. So you have to have, I think it's 9 of them, and then you put them on the cosmetic, I think. Now, I haven't invested too much in the Archaeans, but I believe that's how it works. I believe so. But I think that's where I'm going to end this video here, because we have answered all of the questions. I had to go to inbox. Everyone from Enderbeam. There we go, Argon Crystal Decoration. Sweet. I should probably start placing these in the ship. And I have them stored up. Pretty cool. I'll start from the back. Won't do that in this video because we're like 21 minutes in. But yeah. I think that's going to be it for this video, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for sending gifts and stuff and asking questions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. If there is a next one. If someone wants to send a gift, that'd be nice. Ask a question. I'll see you guys next time.